Hey guys, Jeff and Alyssa here. It's been a long time since this one has been in a video with me. I know you guys have been asking for her to return. You're kind of like the Jedi, Return of the Jedi.
I finally fit in the screen.
What do you mean?
Because I was so pregnant.
Okay, you're saying, yeah, she took a little hiatus because, as you know, we just had Canon. But we wanted to talk about do another relationship video because we haven't done one in a long time and talk about the one thing that we think doesn't get talked about that's one of the most poisonous things that's damaging to a relationship. And the reason I think about it is because we just wrote these 2 books that are basically each day for your significant other to have a challenge where you basically serve them or encourage them or love them in a certain way. Both dating and married people can go through it. But the reason it's important to this video is because people asked us, why did we write them? And I realized one of the things that doesn't get talked about is the things that do get talked about that ruin a relationship are cheating, or when you have kind of contempt with your spouse or significant other, or when you're just mean or whatever. There's different things. But the one thing that doesn't get talked about that can really damage a relationship, I think, is complacency or laziness, kind of. And it happens both ways, both guys and girls, but it's so damaging because the thing that we believe actually gives life to a relationship, meaning like when I feel like we're doing our best, it's usually because we are being the most proactive that week or that month in our relationship. We weren't ships in the night, we weren't just passing each other, we were saying, how are you doing? How are you doing? How can we encourage? How can I encourage you? Not to give an illustration from gardening, but I guess I have to because I've been gardening lately, and you didn't think I was gonna stay with it, but I did.
You did.
Yeah, what? Did you think I was gonna stay with it? No, she had ample reason to not think I was gonna stick with it because that's my personality. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. I'm the guy, and let me know, fellas, if this is you. I'm the guy that starts something and then I'm like, move on to the next thing. It's totally ADHD. But gardening, I've been crushing it. I'm not gonna lie. It's been awesome. We've been yielding fruit and herbs and all these things, and I've stayed with it. But back to my main point. With gardening, I've realized, and I was just telling you this a few minutes ago, tomatoes and basil, all different things we have, they start to come up and then show fruit or kind of show that they're growing well. And then that's usually when I start going, oh, like I've been taking so much care of it and they're doing good, I guess I can just leave them for a little bit. I don't need to concentrate on it as more. I don't need to take care of it as much as anymore. And what happens is the moment I do that, the moment I get complacent is actually when it starts to die. And I think relationships are just like that. We usually get complacent when we think we're doing okay. Not always, but usually. And that's when a lot of stuff can sneak in. So be on guard against that. And we also believe if you want the most joy-filled marriage or joy-filled dating relationship on your way to marriage, it's by not being complacent. And so I think that's all I had. I know I'm going to talk about, I wanted to mention one thing in dating, and then you were going to talk about it in a marriage context, right?
I was, but I was thinking, as you were talking in dating, I think maybe complacency can happen more if you've been together for a longer bit of time.
Yeah, the butterflies wear off.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's so important that in a dating relationship, any relationship, the foundation should be a friendship.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
If it is just like attraction.
If you're just making out all the time and then all of a sudden, If
it is just attraction.
Don't lie, I know that's you. I know.
That can wane.
No, yeah. If the attraction wanes, yeah.
Yeah, it can wane, and so then you can be more complacent and like more, just
that's a good point.
Out more on your phone, not pursuing each other. But if it's a friendship, which is the foundation that goes into marriage, then I think it is more like knowing each other's heart and what you're thinking and what you're dreaming about, and really pursuing each other. It's a lot more fun than just attraction.
That's a really good point. Yeah, complacency will show you what your relationship's truly made of, and it'll show you what the foundation is. Either you are making out all the time and you actually don't like each other, you just like making out with each other, or you're actually friends, and that is a great foundation for a relationship.
And then,
go ahead.
And then in marriage, I think it's easy to be complacent because once you start having kids and you get your job and your house,
you kind of just pass.
You just have a lot of responsibilities, and so your husband or wife can get more on like not being number one anymore, they can be number 5. And I've really struggled with that and having to fight to put Jeff first above anything else because we don't want a child-centered home. We want our marriage to be our marriage to be strong and firm, and that brings life and that brings security to the kids and all that. And so really wanting to fight for that and to pursue him and to still have that friendship deepen and to still have that spark in our marriage instead of just being roommates and doing all the things that we need to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. And so I just want to chat with the dating folks out there, specifically the ladies. This is not talking to married people right now because a covenant is different and you have to address that differently and kind of work it out under that promise of God. But if you're dating, you're looking for a spouse, which means you need to be studying and thinking and being, understanding what that's for. And I think, and the reason I want to talk to ladies is because not all the time, it can be even, but I think a lot of the time, it is the guy who sometimes is more complacent. And I just kind of get this vision of, and this was me for a long period of time, which is why I say this, talking to myself at 18, 19, 20, 21, of the guy who's just playing video games, the guy who doesn't care, the guy who kind of, just basically does what he wants to do and then just kind of tries to get the girlfriend to follow along or do whatever. And that's just, first of all, an unhealthy relationship. I know it's probably not giving you any joy or any vitality or any life. And so the thing that we wanted to say in this video is just really think about that. Really think about, hey, is this who I want to marry? If they're already, because here's the best way to put it. When you're dating, you're on your best behavior. So if they're already like that when they're dating, when you guys are dating, that means in marriage it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse. He's not going to be more proactive. He's going to be less. And so you really have to address that and think about that. Is this, if I always have to think of all the ideas and start up all the, think of all the date night ideas and always encourage them and always the one doing gifts or saying, let's go celebrate this, let's go do that. All I'm asking is just really seriously think about that. That's usually a sign of a really unhealthy relationship. That is not that bad, but when it goes longer, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and kind of shows things. So understand that. And then also on the flip side, ladies, if you have a boyfriend or if you're married, I guess now too, and you have a husband who you feel like, no one's perfect, but you feel like, man, he loves you, he encourages you, he tries to think about thoughtfulness and things to do for you, give him some words of affirmation today. That's very important. I know you do this really well, and that's what I love, is when I'm trying to serve and encourage her, she serves and encourages back by just saying how much she appreciated it, how much she loved it, how much she's thankful for me. And guys, that kind of does something where it kind of bolsters you up, and then it's this weird self-fulfilling prophecy where you start to do it more, and it creates a really cool cycle in a relationship. But yeah, that's just a couple things I wanted to mention. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Good. No.
That's all we got. We appreciate you guys, and let us know if you want more dating videos instead of just the normal Monday message ones with me, which actually don't answer that because I already know what you're going to say. But we love you guys. Talk to you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate you watching that video. We did want to give a little bit more information on
Appreciate you.
What was that?
I was thinking this was podcast.
Oh, no. We're still on video. We're still on video.
I'm doing the Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, no.
Appreciate.
No, I don't think he said appreciate. He said, I'm thankful.
Oh.
I'm thankful. Okay, but anyways, before this goes 5 minutes long, we want to give you a little bit more firm information on these two books. Free shipping right now in the US, $32 for the bundle, and you get 4 videos from us. And like we said, each day is a challenge creatively. Some are serious, some are fun, some are creative, some are adventurous, that take no more than a couple minutes to do for your significant other. It's good for dating people, and it's good for married people, and there's a him and a her version. Link down in the profile, 31creativeways.com. That's all I got. Do you want to give him a little plug about it, or you just want to make fun of me?
More videos.
Okay.
No, okay.
We're just going to, before this goes off the rails, folks, we're just going to cut this off. We love you guys. Talk to you later.
Needs a nap.
Peace.